Welcome back to Between the Takes. I am here with Qway.
Yeah.
Guys, please introduce yourselves. You guys were an amazing session. Tell them who you are, please.
Thank you.
I'm Spencer. I play the drums.
I'm Max. I play guitar, synthesizer, which we didn't get to play tonight. I didn't feel like carrying that much stuff. And the saws, sometimes at the same time.
The saws, yeah. I'm Dan. I play bass. That's all.
That's all.
Someone has to do at least 4 things.
Yeah,
in a
someone has to
trio.
just calm down.
True. Yeah.
I almost just cursed like 4 times. I'm just gonna.
You're doing great, man. I'm proud of you. But you got, like, seriously, it was a lot of fun doing this session. I think this genre is something I haven't really tapped into, like the whole proggy rock vibe kind of thing. I don't know. What would you guys consider yourselves?
We call ourselves Eastern Progressive Psych.
Okay.
Because we are obviously proggy. We mix time signatures and complex composition together, but we try, like, prog bands like Yes and King Crimson, all these things are big influences, but obviously, like, we like more groove oriented stuff, and that's like the psych kind of krautrock side of it. And then the Eastern part is because we were heavily inspired by music from Turkey and Azerbaijan and the Middle East, whatever that means to you. But the saz is a Turkish instrument, and that influences a lot of our music too. So we say Eastern Progressive Psych.
Yeah. I that makes sense. I could see that. But the saz itself sounded really cool on the first song. I'm so excited to like get into the mix of that. I know it's gonna sound great.
Yeah.
But like
cool.
that was such a unique instrument for you to just bust out in the middle of this. I was so excited when you pulled that out for the first song.
Nice. Yeah.
Takes a lot of people by surprise.
Yeah. It's a fun instrument to play. It's a lot of work. I mean, I haven't been playing for too long. I started playing it in 2023, so I guess it's been 3 years. In June, I bought it on my honeymoon. My wife and I went to Istanbul for a honeymoon, and I bought it there. But I'd been studying Turkish music before then, and it's a really cool instrument. It's brought a whole new kind of energy to the band, and people love it too. It's a lot of people come to see Qway intentionally or by accident, like see the saz and hear the saz for the first time. So people always ask me if it's a sitar. It is not a sitar. And if you saw the two side by side, it'd be very clear that it's not a sitar.
I was gonna say it does not
but
look like
no. But I think it's a instrument that's not of this hemisphere, and so people equate like Eastern music with sitar a lot, and I think so it makes sense, and people kind of connect with it on a deeper level, whether or not they know what the name of the instrument is. It doesn't really matter. They connect with it. They hear the instrument. And they're just like, whoa, this is something that like traces back to some roots that I didn't know I had, because we're all kind of from that area. And, the Turkish people invented fire. So, it's all kind of like human heritage, if you will.
Yeah. I think almost everyone scientifically, even religiously, can agree that like the Middle Eastern area, like that's the origin of humanity. Mesopotamia. Yeah. But that instrument, it sounds amazing. Like the like you said, it's very unique, especially for your style of music. And in this region, especially around Philadelphia, that is not an instrument I've seen anyone else bust out like anywhere. How long have you guys been using this? Since 2023? Or did you start implementing it in your music kind of later?
When was your honeymoon? 2023?
Yeah.
Max came back with the thing, and I was super hesitant because, we're a couple Jewish kids from the suburbs. I was like, bro, you got to get pretty good at that thing if we're going to pull that out on stage. And like probably like 11 months later, he was like, yo, I wrote this song on saz. And we were like, all right, cool.
It was 4128.
Doing justice to the thing.
Yeah, 4128 was our first like saz forward song.
Yeah. Now the new record's going to have a bunch of them.
Yeah, the new record's going to have a lot more. And the EP, which we teased a song from the King Crimson cover of Red. That was Dan's idea. He was like, yo, could you do Red? Like, we always wanted to cover Red by King Crimson. It's like one of our favorite songs. It's such a powerful song. It's so big and rocking, and like Dan's got the synth bass going and Spencer's kicking the drums, and it's like, you know, and Dan was like, what if we do it on Saz? And it gives a totally different perspective. Like, you can't just play that song note for note, beat for beat, rhythm for rhythm on the Saz. It just doesn't work. Mm-hmm. And
so we changed the notes and the beats and the rhythms.
Yeah, exactly. But I think that the essence of the song is still there, and we played it way like 150% speed. I always want to play it faster than we play it, and I'm always like, let's go to clip, you know. And it's great. I love it. It's a lot of fun.
That's cool. So Red was the first song. What were the other two songs again?
So the second song we played was called Standing Still. And that's off of our debut album, Solidus. That song features some sample work by Spencer and a little like bass kind of solos by Dan, which are really nice. And that's a great song to play live. We love playing that one. And we usually kind of stretch that last part out. And on the record, the ending, which we ended kind of quickly, features a saxophone solo by Keegan Tawa, who's a Philadelphia musician. And then the third song is Red Qway, which is a Freddie Hubbard song. And that's also Red and Red Qway are going to be on a forthcoming EP later this year called Rouge, because they're both red. And yeah, the Red Qway song, when did we start playing that? We played Tonewood, and we realized we had like 3 hours.
It was like we had a very large slot time to fill.
Yeah.
And Max had been throwing around the Red Qway idea for a bit, and Spencer and I come from jazz background, so like throwing a jazz standard into the mix, that was low hanging fruit, but then it pretty quickly became like, let's make it our own thing. Give it a little metal part.
We changed all the notes basically.
Oh yeah. I haven't listened to the original in so long. Yeah, it's a different song.
The chords, we changed the chords to match the Phrygian dominant mode, and then we added kind of a more. I mean, most of that song recorded. That song's like 9 minutes long, and it's just a bunch of people ripping. And so, you know, we don't have 4 soloists in our band, so it's just me playing guitar solo. But we kind of made it our own, made it a little heavier. We like to get kind of like in this kind of like heavy, kind of like mind spin kind of place live, and so we tried to capture some of that in the song. So yeah, that song's been recorded already, but yeah, it's always fun to play.
I dig like the way you guys made the covers your own, because I've heard the King Crimson song and I didn't even put the two together until you told me that it was the King Crimson song. I was like, oh my God, yeah, it is, isn't it? But like I like doing a cover like note for note, like vibe for vibe. Mm-hmm. At what point is it a cover?
It serves its place.
I mean, it's fun. We play YYZ all the time, and people love that. But, you know, that's like a crowd pleaser. Red is already like a pretty self-serving song to learn.
Yeah.
It's like Max and I grew up on King Crimson. Like, it's like that's purely for it to be fun for us. So, like, the returns of playing that live are relatively minimal. So then it just becomes, well, we might as well make it our own song, do something fun with it.
No, I appreciate that, though. And it sounds really cool.
Yeah, and we do sometimes play YYZ note for note, but just the other day we played a 25-minute YYZ.
Yeah, we started stretching it out.
We add a bunch of songs in and out of it. It's silly.
Yeah, one of the things we do live is we have these long improv sections that go maybe from the end of one song into the beginning of another, or from the middle of one song into 3 other songs, and then come back and do the rest of a song. We actually had to write the ending of Standing Still for this session because we've never finished it at the end of the song. Yeah. When we play a lot,
that album doesn't even have an ending. It just kind of like fades.
The album fades into another song called A Memory, which fades into a song that Spencer wrote called Hustle Float. So yeah, you're right. I forgot about it. We literally wrote it live.
We goes into an improv section and we eventually start to play another song from there. But we never like finished the song live. So
I was wondering why you guys were like, oh yeah, we never talked through the ending. So we did pretty good. I was like, never talked through that.
Yeah, because we were checking out the videos. We were like, oh, this is Standing Still is the perfect vibe for that. And then we were like rehearsing last week, and we were just like, oh no, we don't have an ending to the song. It literally does not have one.
We've played it for 3 years.
That's crazy.
Thank you for that, helping us write an ending.
Now we can play it live.
With the Rouge project, is it all going to be songs like with some sort of red in the title?
It's just those two songs.
Oh, just those two. Oh,
yeah. It's just like a classic 45, like
1-2 punch
side.
Yeah. There was gonna be a third one, but it ended up coming out too hot, so we're saving it for the full length record.
It's kind of like a little palate cleanser between albums.
Nice.
How many albums do you guys actually have out?
We have one album, one official album. We have a live album that we did when Dan and I, in a previous iteration of Qway, which was Dan and I and a different drummer and a keyboardist. That was like recorded on a roof deck. And then we have like our debut single. But this iteration of Qway, we just have the one. We have the one album. We'll have the EP coming out later this year, and then we're targeting I think spring 2027.
Yeah, for the full length.
Our next full length album.
That's gonna be a whole thing.
Which is a whole thing.
It's a whole thing.
That's like a project like you needed to start like a month ago.
We did.
Oh no, we started.
We did.
Oh, we started. Yeah, we've been working on it.
You guys definitely seem more put together on like the planning ahead. The fact that you're talking 2027 already is like, oh, dang, okay, yeah, you guys actually are organized.
Yeah,
man, we operate on a Slack channel.
Yeah. Move over Discord.
Yeah, we've got like 20 sub Slacks or whatever you want to call it.
Channels.
20 channels on Slack. We organize everything and it's chaos. But it's also organized chaos. It's easy to find things. So.
Yeah, our Google Drive is meticulous.
It's true. It's true. But
spreadsheets.
We're excited. We're excited for all the new music, and I think we have another song we play live called Red Star, which is about Mars. I know Mars isn't a star, but whatever. It sounded cooler, and. It's
hell yeah.
What are you gonna do?
Hell yeah.
Someone's gonna call me out. Red Mars.
Someone already called me out when I told them about the Rouge project being like, "Oh, Red Star's gonna be on there, right?" And I was like, "Nah."
We decided to keep it 2 covers.
That would make sense.
Yeah, and it's so good, and it really is gonna sound so good on an album, because that's our kind of first recorded like journey into the free jazz world, if you want to call it that. We kind of explore totally like open solo and improvised sections in that song, and we didn't want it's going to be good on a full length record. So
that's sick.
It's also quite long.
Yeah, we play that live, and I think Spencer and I start running out of gas around 9 minutes. But we don't. The album won't be that long.
But that's when we got the second tank.
Yeah, the second tank kicks in.
The diesel. Yeah. It's not efficient, but it gets you where you want to be.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So you were saying that you two are more of like jazz backgrounds. I feel like it's more common to see jazz people get into prog than like someone who's just into rock get into prog. Because it's like it makes more sense to their brain. To me, it seems like
it's definitely a smooth transition. I mean, because it's like, I grew up like a Fish kid. But then I got out of Fish pretty young because that was just my way to get into jazz. And then, honestly, like real young, I was a metal kid. And then jazz ended up bringing me back to like better metal. And then that, like, I was always into like Rush, but like the jazz thing got me into like deep prog. And then I already knew Max. My last band broke up, and then I was looking for a new band, and he had posted on Craigslist being like, looking for a bass player for a band that sounds like King Crimson and Yes and stuff like that, and Tool. And then I just like messaged him on Facebook. I was like, is this you?
Yeah, I was like, oh, yeah. Yeah, that's funny. That's funny. We were trying all these bass players and it was not working. Then Dan just hits me up and just gelled right away. You have this like low end. Well, the new bass is kind of like clarified things. It is like always like this like low end rumble that you can just kind of like soar over as a soloist. It's really fun because there's all of this like modal and chordal and note adaptation that you can do, and it's just like throw Spencer in the mix and it's just like this unstoppable just like rhythmic machine. And for me, I just love it. I play the synth and guitar.
There's a lot of room for you to play toys.
Yeah. It's so much fun.
Yeah, for an instrumental band, especially an instrumental 3-piece, I feel like you either work really well or it's like there always feels like there's a little something missing. And you guys, you've, like you said, you've filled out your spaces. You know, like your frequency ranges, how everyone sits together, and you guys have like locked it in.
Yeah, we're 3 people with 5 people's worth of stuff.
Yeah, and that's
a secret.
And our thought has gone into the frequency ranges for sure. Like my like whole ethos as a bass player has always been like I'm very much a like the bass should be felt, not heard thing, and I've been like dragged kicking and screaming into like what it sounded like tonight, where you can even discern any of my notes. Like it's really been like a several year long battle, because I just always was like, every time I see a 3-piece band, like the bass and the guitar are just taking up the same space, I'd rather just fill in space.
He's in a better place now.
It's still a struggle. Like sometimes I hear my own notes and I'm just like, I'd rather imply it.
My notes are implied.
Yeah.
It's a good way to, I think I've used that excuse for being like, yeah, I forgot what I was supposed to play.
I was implied on time to band practice.
Yeah. It's silly because like, I learned that like Max will write something and I'll learn this like elaborate shreddy 6-minute prog banger and you can't hear a single note that I'm playing, but I'm still shredding them and I'm like, yeah, perfect.
I promise I'm here, guys.
I'm nailing it.
Okay, one question I wanted to ask that you guys even pointed my attention to. The shoes. You two have the same Converse on.
Yeah, they say Qway, they say Solidus and Qway.
I have them too.
Bro,
I
didn't
just
even
forgot them.
see that on them. What the heck?
Yeah. So we got these. So we did a music video for our single Crash Landing. And we thought it would be fun to get matching shoes. And we talked a lot about what we wanted. And we realized, and Converse gives you like it's free customization of these shoes. So we sat down and like built out the shoe, and you can get. So we got these are like our album shoes. So once we release the new album, we can't wear these anymore because it says Solidus on it. So they're on limited edition.
They're also deeply uncomfortable.
If any other shoe companies want to make us custom shoes for the next album, our Instagram handle is @QwayBand.
Ideally shoes with insoles. That would be better for me.
New Balance. Or Dr. Scholl's.
It was like the whole vibe. We're like, we're gonna have these matching shoes on stage, and we played like the first gig, and I nearly tripped 3 times. I was like, this is not practical shoe to wear.
I will say, as a gig shoe, someone who does a lot of tap dancing on pedals, they're very nice because they have a narrow toe.
The tip.
They have a narrow toe, and because they're white, I can see where they are, even in really dim locations, so I know where my feet and the pedals are.
Do you usually struggle to know where your feet are?
No, but I can see what's happening, I have these shoes with pink soles, and it like lights the whole thing up, and I can't see.
I got white shoes, so I know where my feet are.
You should get a little like book light just to clip on your pedal board to see where your feet are.
I get into a state. Put them on your shoes. I don't know where I am anymore, so
little clip on flashlights just on the top of your shoe, just lighting up your toes. That'd be funny.
Yeah, so that's the shoe. That's the story with the shoes. But I do like them, actually.
Honestly, they're a vibe. They look pretty cool. I like the like different shades of brown. And then, like I said, I didn't even notice the stitching on them. That's crazy. Yeah. I didn't know that was like a free customization option with Chucks.
Yeah, it's pretty surprising.
Yeah. So we're just like, this matches the vibe, and they're, I was looking for new gig shoes anyway.
We probably should have thought to not put the album title on it. That would have given them way more longevity.
But that means
new ones will be fun.
It was
a whole collection.
It made a very sick shot in the music video.
It did. We had this whole scene. The music video is all three of us are walking around. So it's all three of us are on separate journeys, the human versions, and then our human versions are traveling with full life-size cardboard cutouts of the other two. And slowly throughout the music video, we realize that they're not real. And we slowly converge on this one meeting spot. And there's a scene where we all get it. Like he's riding in a friend of mine's old MG, which is just so cool. And Dan's hiking, and it was beautiful in Wissahickon. And then I'm riding on a tandem bike with both of the cardboard cutouts strapped to the back seat of the tandem. And we all walk, and gets out of the car, and I get off the bike, and it's a shot of the shoes, and we go and play on this pier, and we light the cardboard cutouts on fire.
I gotta watch this music video.
You gotta watch it.
Oh yeah, you can like stitch in clips of it into this interview.
Yeah,
I might do that actually.
And you have the permission.
And it's gonna appear right here on the screen.
Wait till you see Spencer's cell phone in that video.
Oh no!
Yeah, it's right there.
Yeah, here we go.
Yeah, you can't let it go.
All right, now I gotta cross my legs.
Yeah, and
it's part of the.
We
part of the
shot
outfit.
that in November of last year. Oh no, the year before, November 2024, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shoot. And it was like 32
It was so cold.
degrees.
It was so cold.
Out on this pier, which is a key actually. It's the and then
Segway.
a Qway, which is a Segway, yeah, if you want to take it, and about the name. And then we played, it was one take, that's all we got, because we burned these things. And I thought for some reason that lighter fluid was gonna like go boosh, but it does not go boosh. Gasoline goes boosh, and I got this lighter fluid, and it's like slowly trickling up. But we only had one take, and I think it still looks pretty cool. We have
sure
Spencer's face, his cardboard cutout face. It didn't burn, and it's just him going like this, and it's hanging up in our studio.
Yeah, we call him Young Spence.
Young Spence.
Yes.
He was a dog.
Yeah, because we filmed it right before Spencer turned 30, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Young Spence, dude.
That's sick.
Yeah.
All right. Well, everyone, the interview is over. Go watch that video because it sounds really funny, and I need to go watch that. I might do that as soon as we stop recording. Thank you guys so much for coming on. Is there anywhere that they can keep up with everything? What's the best place to keep track of what Qway has going on?
Yeah, you can follow us on @QwayBand on Instagram, QwayBand on Facebook, QwayBand.com.
Please go there and join the mailing list.
Join the mailing list. We really don't send any emails, but
But we sell your information.
But you should see the emails that we think about sending.
Yeah, we talk about it, and they're like, "No, let's just keep selling the information."
That's part of the Patreon.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, I mean, just keep in touch with us because we're always playing. We're playing Philly, a few times a year. We're playing all up and down Northeast, and if there's like a city, if you're watching this from not any of those places, let us know that you'd like us to come to your city, and we'll work it out. We'd love to play as much as possible. So,
well, thank you guys so much for coming on.
Thanks, man. It was awesome.
Yeah,
the sessions
we had
were a
blast,
lot
man.
of fun. You guys are a lot of fun to hang out with. Like, it was a chill night overall.
Yeah. Love it.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Dude. Qway on the futon, bro. Hell yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Like they said, leave a comment if you got a place that you want them to go check out. Go check out their YouTube channel, their Instagram. Check out everything they have to offer. Their stuff sounds really sick. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time.
Thanks. Should we do a Qway on 3?
Yeah, a little Qway on Qway.
Qway on Qway?
You wanna come in for the Qway on Qway?
Qway on Qway.
Quan, Qway.
Qway.